Again. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
All right, I guess.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Dang.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation.
Dang.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I hate Monday. Garfield reference! Yes! Anyways, sad to...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes, I am.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. I suppose you were to click the door 20.
Yeah, this is 5 times.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay, fine, I'll go on. Jeez. Ooh, come on. Hard joke. Number 1, Dad. I hate Sam. Anyways, I like work. My boss. Okay, that's funny. Mile. Alright. What the? That's a weird noise. I'm just trying to get an achievement. Huh? Wait, no! No. Huh? Oh. I'll just go on. I won't try to get an achievement. Same. What the leaf? Alright. Yes. I'm getting the achievement. No, I'm not. Okay. It makes a weird noise.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I ain't listening to the stupid narrator. Well, I think that's the point of this game. To not. But also, like, if you want to be... I don't know. Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No. I'm getting out of this stupid building. I'm getting out of the building.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No. I don't drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I'm making this guy mad. I'm making this guy mad.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Okay, that's actually funny.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No,
There's
you're
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Her?
She's been waiting.
Who? Go outside. I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, cut that out. Anyways. What am I supposed to do? Can I drive this thing to get out of this building? I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to press the light to get an achievement? I sure will. I will sit here for an hour just clicking the light. Fine.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope. I'll look a plug.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait.
Yeah, I picked up the phone,
Stanley,
alright.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yep.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I knew it.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Really care.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yeah.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay, fine, I'll pick it.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a
Fish.
person who does not make
Yeah,
sense,
that's right,
in all
that's right,
likelihood,
alright.
that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be
Wait.
having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the
Wait,
best
is it
part to a healthy decision-making process.
Alright.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make
Oh,
a
God.
significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce
Not
the
fair.
material covered in this video.
I'm already short enough.
Ah, welcome back.
I
You
ate.
may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago
I'm
and
gonna
see
do the
what the
same
correct
exact
thing
thing.
to do would have been. This way, please.
No. Exit. It says exit. No. I'll unplug. I'll plug back in the phone. No. Don't want to. Everywhere. Huh? Danger everywhere. I don't want to. 8. Listen, I ain't listening to you. I don't want to. Oh, I can just close it. Alright. Alright, cool. I'm gonna make this boring. Stay closed. I am clicking it. Listen, I ain't going. I'm gonna keep you entertained somehow. Fine. Okay, fine. I ain't going out this time. Fine. Listen.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
I was thinking
We
that.
just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I wish that I could jump in this so I can not listen to him at all. Wait, can I fit through here? No. If I was this small in real life, yeah, I would. Oh, come on. Do I not have a key card? You know what? No, I'll go back through. I'll go back through. Close. The other door's closed. It's not fair. It's being unfair. I don't. Wait. Didn't I come through? No, I didn't. Okay. I guess I just don't have any memory. Don't lie if you are lying. Or no. Okay. Let me go through here. Let me go through here. No, I'm going back. Crap. That out too.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again,
just
and
go
you'll
back.
be home free in the real world.
Listen, narrator, I'm trying to make you mad. I have content to make.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay,
I'm
this
quite
way.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, He entered the door on his left.
Left. That's no.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No, I think I'm good. Haha. Haha. Haha, the game's getting glitched. I'll do it again, I'll do it again, I'll do it again. I felt like I sounded like a ASMR YouTuber for a second. Fine. Yeah, sorry for people that want to go to sleep. You ain't. You know what? I'll go back through the door. Like Matt, do it. Meeting room. Okay, I messed up the game. I'm going back. Put on screen. Whoops. I think that was my left. Okay, fine. I'll see how broken the game is.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we've talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
How do I mess
What
this
did you
up?
get out of
Seems like I
that?
messed it up.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone,
everywhere.
left here like so much
Alright.
garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
Yes. No.
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
I hate Mondays. Yeah,
I
go kill him.
have to.
I swear a cat was over here. Oh no! It's gonna crash the game! Oh my god! Oh my god. Yes, get through. Get through. I'm out of here.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Yay.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You
Yeah,
just
it
had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows
name
how to
ain't
do what I tell
Stanley.
him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
It's just...
Oh.
You're a child. How do you know?
Story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite
Listen,
sure you'll be up to
I'm
the task.
taking the right.
Just follow my
You gave me
lead and you'll
2
be
doors.
fine.
I'm gonna
All
take the right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Yes! I'm
Behave
making him
exactly
mad.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and
It
you'll be
knows I'm a
fine.
kid because
All right.
I'm pretty sure you can see through
When
the camera.
Stanley
roll.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, this is the left, ain't it? Listen, I'm trying to make you mad. Wait. What?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
I
right.
am not going.
When Stanley came
go
to a set
to
of two open
left.
doors, he entered the door
I'm
on his
staying on
left.
the right. I am right-handed after all. See how long it takes for him to say it this time.
No! Why did you do that?
All right.
Quickly, hurry back.
Maybe I'm supposed to
Behave
like go to
exactly
the
as
right and then
Stanley
like
would.
instantly.
That means choosing
All right.
responsibly
I'll try
and
that, I'll try
always
that, I'll
putting
try
the
that.
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, this is the left, ain't it? No, I'm not that stupid.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
No.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Fine.
would. That means
God.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Oops. I'm being so stingy.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Fine, I
would.
went to the stupid
That means
left.
choosing responsibly and
What?
always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open
gonna get an
doors,
achievement.
he entered the door on his left.
Oh. Hopefully it's still like absolutely destroyed.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Fuck with.
Stanley decided to go
Blah,
up to
blah,
his
blah,
boss's
blah, blah,
office,
blah.
hoping he might
Okay.
find an answer there.
Oh, what? Oh. Come on, I can't read that fast. Sure, please. It's okay. Sure, the pedal and everyone is unique. You most of all. Most of all. Okay, I guess. I don't know what that means. Number of slides on this slide. Why does that charge? Why does that? Why? I ain't. Wait. So this says, do not alter without. Where's some markers? Where's an eraser so I don't have to listen to this? Okay, fine. I want a broom. I'll sweep the floors. There's a bunch of papers anyways.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, fine, I'll actually play the game. There's no one here anyways. Voice.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to
Was he
speak up,
endangered?
but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
So, I wasn't listening. I was wondering why there's a camera.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Oh, alright.
I'm
Night
sorry,
Shark.
is there a problem? You
I
didn't
actually-
mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
Night
This
Shark
is a crucial
115 or
step.
whatever. Night Shark 115. How do I?
Okay, fine.
Say
You're
it.
not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked
do.
you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Haha. Said to speak.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes! I'm breaking the game. Left.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Me.
Stanley, please.
Go
I need you to
right.
make a choice.
The end!
I need you to walk through
There's
the
other
door.
endings. I know there's other endings.
Are you listening to me? Can you
I'm
hear
gonna
me?
keep going to the... I'm actually gonna
everything
try
right?
and go to the right.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work
They're both
together.
correct?
I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to
said
take that
go to
step
the-
forward, please. Choose.
I'm gonna actually do that.
Do something.
I'm gonna do that.
Anything.
I'm gonna do that.
This is more important than you can ever
For
know.
content.
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Hey.
Are you there?
2013.
Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay.
Okay.
It's okay, I can
I
wait.
can't wait.
You need time to decide.
Sorry.
Time to make sure
Just
your
make
choice is
sure.
correct. Ah, welcome back.
What?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly
Leroy.
informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
What? I do hate Mondays. Garfield.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You know what?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
Listen.
but it didn't make a single difference.
I'm gonna do-
Nor did it advance the story in any way. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
I'm gonna do the same.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all
Fine.
that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm gonna click it 100 times. I'm not gonna count though. I'm just gonna keep clicking. Unless I just go back. Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and then do the same exact thing. I shouldn't click that fast. Fine. I'll actually be a good person for once. Wasn't there a coffee mug there? I hate Mondays, yeah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll actually be a good person for once. Hey, wait, no!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
All right,
decided
let's
to go
just keep
up to his
going.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming
You know
to
what,
a
I'm gonna-
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know, I might... No, I'll try. I'll go down next time if I do this again, hopefully. Probably not. It's gonna take way too long. Wait.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
You literally just told me?
Amazing.
Are you...
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I go up or down? Nope, nope. Down, down, down. Alright. I'm actually being a good person in this for once. I went out a stranger there.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I wish it was like the last floor. Oh, God. Oh, that scared me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright. My boss would never do that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Why is there just a random red thing? Yeah, cut me out. Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. Alright. So, looking up at that stupid red dot. I hate Mondays. Garfield Mondays, yeah. I've said that a million times, and I'm going to keep saying it until everyone leaves. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Wait, I just want... How do I... Over there, then? Oh, wait, this is the part that you were saying that...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Get that out.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait. I'm pretty sure I was like number 3, 4. Oh, wait, no! Wait, I'm gonna find 427. I'm going to find it. 427. All right, right there. I want to see what mine looks like. Alright, that's fair. Exploring. Wait, let me through. 427. Bro. Oh, God. No, no, no. I hate Mondays. Yeah, me too. Employee fired. Huh? It's gonna be me whenever I get my first job, to be honest. I'm stuck. And there's a bunch of code on here, but, well, no, that's like all the numbers on there. I am stuck. Who? Over here? That out? Oh, yeah, I do.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's just every morning.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh god.
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Alright, fine. What the? Jump! Right, here's a big red button. Oh, wait, it's open. What? Alright, I guess. I just had to press the 5. Can I go? No, I said I'd do the right thing in this one. Should've went back right. Would've been funnier.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Fine, I'll be a good person. I'm gonna redo all this from prison on. I know I am. Go back to on, go back to on, so I can see. Go back to on, go back to on, go back to on.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
There's gotta be something in here.
Was it over?
Right. Wait. No, that's just a version. Alright. No.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
No!
And yet,
you know, you're probably
even
like
as the
boss,
immense
to be
door
honest.
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
That's you.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Wait.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Open door? Say no open door. That's...
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Alright, I'm not controlling
The feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Can I get a thing? Wait. Up, down, left, right. A, B, enter. Didn't know that. Yeah, I do. Why aren't you surprised?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm speedrunning this. I'm passing up every I Hate Mondays thing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I am speedrunning without any glitches.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
that's the same
logical
thing.
sense.
Hold on.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah,
Were they
I was
simply
already noticing
repeating?
that.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What? No.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield. And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
It's boring.
My life is normal.
No.
I am normal.
Wait. No.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Still here. Alright.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am
She's just
I?
weird, bro.
And everything went
This is
black.
weird. Oh, God.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She
Ain't about
rose,
Stanley
dressed,
anymore.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh, well,
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions...
You know what? I can messed up. A, B, and...
of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I guess there's another one. Alright, Where's call?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay, that's weird. But my office is right here, so she called the wrong thing. Line, right? Okay, that's weird. See? See, that's there. I'm not. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong room. Hold on, this is the room. Okay, no, I'm not going. Okay,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I said I'd do this. I said I would. I said I would. I'm just gonna stand here. Doing absolutely nothing. At all. Yeah, I don't think anyone's attention span is this low.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it. Just to admire it. I'll start,
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was not... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No, I'll go back. Hold on. No. Go this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You know, who changed that?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, do that. Oh. Because the boss knows that what the boss goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's why what the boss chose. Alright, I guess. That's confusing. I'll go back. Oh, Panda! A panda. Well, I guess, here we go. What? No, I'll mess up on this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
All zeros. No,
Stanley
9?
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You know what? 2845.
2845.
Alright, so 4, 5. Put 4, 5. Wait, no, that's not. So do 5, 4.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh! Ah! Oh. Oh. No, I'm not gonna go that way. Right, got it. Loading. Wait, what? It's different. It's different. Wait, is it? No, it ain't.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Hopefully there's no blood, so I don't get,
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nah.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
The ending never the ending. Oh, yeah, what? Aha! No fall damage. That must be a glitch in the system.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Hey, that thing's right.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
No. Dang it.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
You know what? No, I'm going backwards. Wait. Fine.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
If I restart the game. No, what if I restart? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I didn't see those. Cool. Wait. That's the fuel. What? Wait. Fun. YouTube. I have not seen that. Not seen that. Not seen that. Seen that. Maybe. And maybe. Two, 1, 0. What? What? So weird. I guess begin the game again. Before like, well, I might get an ending for doing this, so I'll walk through all this. Just keep in my head. Wait, I can't click any of it. I've seen all this. Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
He pushed the number 6. And finally, he pushed the number 9.
Huh?
Stanley pushed the big red button. Then he pushed the number 4.
There are no buttons. There.
Stanley pushed.
Ooh. Yeah, I seen a bunch of those. Okay, I guess I'll quit the main menu first. Oh, that's cool. Okay. There's never the end, and never the end, and never is an end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, let's see if this thing's different.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
So I still have something to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I still missed something.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Might not actually. I'll do 1, 2.
Stanley was so bad
I
at
said
following
I-
directions,
I said
it's incredible he
I
wasn't
said I'd do a
5 years
thing.
ago.
So like, I'll do this. Hold on, I'll do this.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Wow! Wow! Wait. Right, A, B, enter.